What's up, man? Good, good. Hey, everybody, we are live.
Oh, just like that?
Just like that, 3 o'clock sharp.
What page are you on?
My own?
Ian Walsh or is
Ian Walsh. Ask any questions you lovely people would like to ask.
What up? It's your boy George Beatty over here. You know, I might slap some barbecue on my face. I don't know if you can see me, but you know, yeah. I just kind of ate some leftovers from the other day, and I want to let you guys know that I love you, and I also really love barbecue, especially if it's cooked well. So there's a place over here in Old City called Khyber Pass. Let's pull that thing a little closer. This feel. Actually, no, that probably is exactly where we want it to be, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So I don't know if you guys noticed this, but Ian's about 7 feet tall.
Yeah, 7'1".
And I'm like 5'9". So when we stand next to each other, it's you know, there's a glaring height discrepancy there. Let me just flex a little bit here.
Glass. So we got Angela laughing at the background.
Yeah, of course. I mean that's kind of always fine. But yeah, we're here. You know, we're here to talk about wholesaling, I think, or slinging deals.
Let's do wholesaling and slinging deals, and people ask questions. Mr. George Beatty knows more about wholesaling than anybody on this planet.
So good to me. All right, we got 7 people watching, huh?
All right, 7 people. Somebody better ask something.
Let's see if we can get some. I'm going to share this. I'm going to share this group. How do I share this?
Try. The groups don't actually take a share.
They don't share the live video in the group? Like a group that would probably jump all over my shit.
Try it. Try it. It didn't take it.
I'm going to do it. How do we? Yeah, I shared it on my page.
You just share it off to your group.
Alert. Share post now. Oh, you might be able to share it with your group.
Yeah, I can't. Didn't take from the group.
So let's see. Yeah, it's your boy George Beatty. How's everybody doing today? Yeah, I just needed to kind of jump off there real quick. So I'm here with my man Ian Walsh, wearing one of his standard Thursday afternoon outfits.
I got.
Is this an untucked button-up short sleeve?
Tucked.
Oh, tucked. Excuse me. What kind of sunglasses you got? Ray-Bans?
We don't have Ray-Bans. No, I can.
So if you guys want to improve your capacity to lend money, number one thing you want to do, what kind of sunglasses?
Get a pair of Ray-Bans.
Get a pair of Ray-Bans.
Wear them inside.
You just pop them on real quick for us right now?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
They want to lend?
Over here. Huh? Yeah, who wants a loan? I see you. Do you want a loan? Come on, baby. Hey, so I got, who's that?
Kim French.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Is it possible you were Kim French?
Oh. So real quick, I just got a deal under contract today in Folsom in Ridley. So if you guys want to know where that is, just drop a line in there. I love the couch. Thank you, JB.
Darren Ballard,
man,
on vacation-ish.
Is he?
Jeremy, ask a question to George Beatty about wholesale.
Somebody ask me a question, please. Otherwise, I'll just sit here and keep talking.
Which is fairly entertaining.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Cam, what do you want to know? This is your shot.
Guys, George wholesales a couple hundred deals a year. It's up there, man.
I don't know.
It's a lot. That board is deep.
Yeah, it's a deep board. We got some stuff in the pipeline, too. Mail saving right now. We're slinging deals.
All right, Kim. I have LASIK vision. I still have to squint. How do I get my phone ring? All right, George.
All right, so
wholesaling 101, marketing, baby.
So you want to? So how do you get your phone ringing? So I'm assuming what you need is get your phone ringing with seller leads. So the number one thing you want. I don't know what market you're in. Nice haircut, thank you, Anthony Capella. Always a pleasure to have you around here. So Kim wants to know how you get your phone ringing. So basically, like the general idea behind that is you want people to know what you do. So you want the people that you can help to know how you can help them, right? So that's like sort of some stuff behind the idea of marketing. So first thing you can do to get your phone ringing is go down to whatever county you live in. Their courthouse will have a a register of wills. They'll have like a probate officer, circuit court, wherever you're at. Go down, get a list of people that own property in probate, or like people that have passed away and left property to somebody, and contact directly to the executors. You can send them a piece of mail, or sometimes you can directly call them, you know, hit them on their cell phone and be like, yo, you know, so sorry for your loss. Just so you know, what I do is I help people out of real estate situations or bad real estate problems. So if you have a property that you want to sell and, you know, pay cash, buy it as is, and make it quick, clean, and easy for you so you can just, you know, kind of move on with your life. Some people will be like, yeah, that's what I want, and they'll do it. So
George, I'm gonna ask you a question. You probably know this, you have to know this answer because you don't do 200 deals a year without knowing the answer. So everybody always says, what do I do to get the phone ring? And then what do they usually do? They go out, try 100 pieces of mail.
Usually don't do shit.
Doesn't happen.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I mean, I've always found marketing, it's consistency, right? Like you've got, like when the phone's ringing, you've got to be marketing. When the phone's not ringing, you've got to be marketing. When the phone's not ringing and things are slow, market harder.
Yep. Yeah.
So that's a good tip for George, what he said to do, but as you get into it and you can expand on a marketing plan, that compounds further and further. I mean, your top guys in the city right now, they're doing massive amounts of deals. They're spending $20,000, $30,000 a month on marketing. Like, doesn't mean you have to do that tomorrow. Don't go out of your bank account and dump 20 or 30 grand into marketing. You can scale up to it. But that is the cornerstone of any of our businesses. Mine too, like, it's leads, man. It's leads and consistency. So you either have that or you don't. Let's see what else we got in here. Sorry, I got to keep moving.
Should have worked out today instead of stuff my face with barbecue.
No, but you went to the cryotherapy.
I did go to cryo today.
Yeah, how'd that go?
It went really well.
You feeling cool?
Yeah, I'm a pretty cool guy, you know, so no big deal. What else you got?
I don't know, let's see. We live, baby.
Yeah, what up, Benji? My man, holding it down in the state of New Jersey.
A few settlements and he gets a haircut. Okay.
Anthony, my man. Anthony's a teammate of mine, and he did a few settlements recently and started buying that 9.5 pH like Essential water. Dude gets like a water filter, white linen cargo pants. I mean, he's really living the dream. So,
Jeremy says, what website do you like? Let's go with like, I mean, I like ListSource is a pretty good one. Actually, somebody turned me on to. I don't know.
What website do you like for us? I mean, Jeremy, can you? What do you mean exactly?
Jeremy's too many marketers.
Websites.
Yeah.
Jeremy, are you hammered right now, bro? It's okay if you are. You can tell me. I won't call the cops. Still driving. So when you say websites, are you talking about like places to get data, or are you talking about like Craigslist? Like what do you?
My thought, I'm going to go with places to get data. Yeah, I found ListSource was really good. I don't expand on that probably as much as you guys do. You guys really look for, I mean, you're looking for problems that are attached to properties. So
right.
What do you get?
Yeah. We buy shit on ListSource. We also get probate data. You know, so I'm a big proponent of going directly to the source of whatever you want. So like sometimes the source of whatever you want is like a tax sale. Sometimes the source of whatever you want is like the government. Sometimes it's like whatever you want is really just like online. So for instance, you can get a list of properties with equity from your local MLS or from your local developers. So you need to create a TCS investment site.
This is true.
Okay, so if you're looking for something to sell deals to buyers or just get leads incoming and you don't have a lot of money to start, or you don't have any real tech experience, which is me, I don't fucking know anything about it. I know a little bit about technology now. So there's a site called, I think the site is oncarrot.com, O-N-C-A-R-R. You probably heard of it. That's for Carrot. So they've got a done-for-you solution. They'll customize it. I think it's between $500 and $1,000.
You want to create a landing page.
Yeah, Jeremy, check out Investor Carrot like as a starter point. If you need something done right now or like within a few days that can take incoming leads the right way confidently and put them into your site, then check out Investor Carrot.
Well, that's a good
Can
one.
you explain wholesaling in general to us? Yeah, definitely. So the act of wholesaling of property basically comes down to the way that you transfer the rights to purchase it. So let's say that there is an A to B transfer. So we're talking about real estate, just so you guys, for those of us who don't know. So so buyer A puts a property under contract with the seller. Actually, let's say seller is A, buyer is B. Buyer. So seller A and buyer B have a contract to purchase the property for $50,000. That contract is assignable. Basically what that means is that you can change the name of the buyer at any time, and it's up to you to do that. So real estate's an interesting business in that, like, you can't exactly just walk into somebody, you know, pull out some cash and say, hey, you know, I'll give you $500 for your house. Here's the money. Here's the house. You can't really do that. You got to do title search, the title search. So it creates this time period between where the property is under contract, right? So when you are a buyer and you have a property, what's up, Craig? And if you have a property under contract, you as the buyer have what's called equitable interest, meaning that you own the right to purchase the house, right? You're the only one who's allowed to buy that house because you have a deposit down on it. So equitable interest can be sold, meaning you can sell the right to buy the deal. So a wholesale deal is sort of like a done-for-you solution for a flipper or for an owner-occupant that wants to buy cash, something like that. So basically what happens is the buyer B transfers their equitable interest to a new buyer who we'll call C. So we've got A is the seller, B is the buyer, C is the new buyer. So at settlement, the contractor, the deed, does not go from A to B to C. The deed goes from A directly to C because the contract was assigned, the right to buy was assigned, and C gives B a finder's fee or an assignment fee or a consultation fee, whatever you want to call that, for, you know, transferring the deal. So how this works, or where it works in real life, using a real life example. So let's say that you, Savannah, hopefully I'm saying that the right way. Let's say you have a property under contract for $50,000 with a seller, and you say to the seller, hey, I'm going to close on this in 30 days. A week later, your buddy, let's call him Tom, comes in and says, hey, I really want to buy a deal right now. I really need to put the property. I've got crews working, but I get construction done for a great number because we've been managing people. I'll give you $60,000 for this house that you've got under contract for $50,000. So instead of closing on it and selling it immediately, you transfer your interest in the property to Tom, and you keep that $10,000 difference as your wholesale fee. So that's how it would work in real life. And you all go to settlement, you know, you go just to make sure everybody, the transfer goes well. And Tom closes on the property directly with the seller. You get your piece, whether it's on the letter off, and that's a wholesale deal.
Now, some people ask the question, I actually get this question a lot, George, which is, you know, hey, you can't do that. You're not an agent. My answer, I used to wholesale as well. George is far surpassed what I've ever done, but I'm familiar with wholesaling. And the reality is you are acting as, you are the buyer. You have the right, the first right to buy that contract. And then effectively you're selling, which is a very important part, the paper. You're not making a commission. This is not a real estate sale. You're not representing as an agent. You have the right to buy. You choose not to buy. You choose to assign the rights to the deal. So you're not acting the capacity as an agent because you are the buyer. You are the actual buyer at the time of initiation. Your exit strategy just happens to be the assignment of the rights, whereas you might have said, hey, I want to flip this one. You have the right to do that. You don't want to buy this one and hold it. You have the right to do that. So there's a pretty clear distinction. I've had that question a lot in the from the realtor world. You know, a lot of realtors are unsure how it's different or how that works, but that is a clear legal distinction that I found in wholesaling.
Right. Yeah, you're selling. It's very important. You're selling the right to buy the house, not the house. You're selling the right to purchase the property for $50,000 in that example I'm talking about. What do you think about postcard advertising? I think it's great. I think that whatever system you choose to use or whatever program you choose to use and that you're committed to doing is the right one to use. There's a really great website that I personally used, was postcardmania.com. They kind of like help you design the postcard a little bit. They'll give you some feedback. It will be a little bit more expensive than doing it yourself, but they give you great feedback. They're reliable, and I found that their customer service to be really great. So, you know, if you want to do postcards, one that a lot of people swear by and is always pretty good is doing what they call a third notice postcard. So basically what you do is you get a fucking yellow postcard, you write third notice, real big one, or have that written on it. Say, hey, I've sent you 2 notices, purchase your property cash as is. I really need one to flip right in your neighborhood right now. I'm prepared to make an offer today. I'll buy it as is. I'll pay your closing costs. Call me now. You can put your number on it. So what a lot of people, when they get that thing that says third notice, they're like, what is this, right? So like, you know, you're not, actually to get into a conversation about copywriting and like direct response, like wholesaling is not as much a business about real estate, it's more business about sales and marketing. And direct response is, you know, an important part of that. So when something says third notice on it real big, like people read it, and after that, when you're doing mailings, you're doing advertising, just getting people to read it. Another thing you can do to make your advertising more effective, I know I actually got off
Everybody saw.
man. So Craig and I both have like like some Facebook advertising and do conjunction. How much are you earning? You get $500.
Ooh, that's a lot. We used to do like 100 or 10.
Yeah, that's
Has it come a while? The market said 500 now? Okay.
Well, so the market is 5 or 10, but I'm telling sellers in the house, hey, this is what you should be careful of, these unprofessional wholesalers that are going to close. So if you see a guy doing a $10 deposit, like this is $500, which is a lot more money. Now I have a lot of properties under contract, that's why I don't do 5,000, and also this is a cash transaction, it's a standard, but this is to let you know that I'm serious.
So how many deals would I have lost to George not knowing because I would have given 100, you would have given 500?
Bingo, a couple of years for sure.
Couple of years for sure.
But yeah, so you can also run Facebook advertisements to the same people that you are sending mail to, and hey, whatever, and tell them to like the page, whatever.
Are you looking at a high level view of Facebook marketing the same people?
We can do except for webinar. I'm an expert at that. So you can create a community page on Facebook and name, Kim French Real Estate Services. I'm going to get to Tim's question in just a second. I haven't read it yet. But
tomorrow?
Yeah. What else? The community Real Estate Services and customer list, like whoever you're sending mail to, an audience will identify the people from their name, where they live, 50% accuracy, and then you just put an ad in $10 a day and say, hey, you can put a picture of a house on or something like, hey, some mail, like, did you get it yet? Like, tell me in the comments, or do the Facebook page, upload custom audience, run advertise Facebook. That's the 30,000 idea. Tim's got a question.
That's the longest question.
Yeah, dude, the whole list. Tim, this is
like right over there.
I'll see your job. You know that I like over he's over there somewhere. 5-10 years at direct mail listed when I big resources, or do you think that's technologically old school focus?
I think you're 20 years out from that question, but
that could go in a lot of different directions, and that's what they look at. Right? So like, if that does happen, it'll happen over a weekend, and there won't be like a slow, steady halting. And I think that'll happen maybe you're like 50 or 60, and the whole like I don't know any of my mail unless it's like. I think the direct mail will still be a dominant way of generating leads. Right now, it is the dominant way of generating leads, to my knowledge. Most expensive way of doing so. So, internet advertising is certainly like taking a big chunk of the advertising market share for as is deals. But the other side of that, and to be totally upfront, like there's tens of thousands of cash transactions in the greater area. One person do not have any hope of doing every single deal, and you don't have every single one of those leads from one single source. So, I think the real answer to that question is the effectiveness of those things will change, but I don't think that they'll disappear entirely. For instance, newspaper advertisements can still be effective for people because they once were. But some people do still put that in repertoire. I know that you do. So
I would say that within this real estate cycle, we're nowhere near in jeopardy of that. Text deals or wholesale deals and text. No, they are not.
Yo, what up, Joe?
Kim French. What if you can't find a buyer in 30 months?
Your deal is confident.
Yeah, don't. All right, let me go ahead. So George does a lot of deals because he closes a lot of deals. He knows what he's doing. So one of the worst things you can do, because rent is really important in any city. So if you're a person that goes around and puts properties under contract and doesn't close, you'll get that reputation very quickly. You don't want to be that person. People with real problems on the other side, and you want to make a couple $1,000 are going to ruin their life because you didn't have the competency level to.
Yeah, that was great.
So honestly, if anything, reach out to guys like George and guys that are competent. If you have deals, bring them to him. Like, let him show you how to do deals first to make you confident at what you're going to be doing, and then you can. That's fine, but you need to see how it works because you run into somebody that's in a really bad situation, and you just did it because you were trying to learn. It's a really bad. In fact, this business gets a lot of bad rep from that. Even though I think wholesaling is one of the best businesses in real estate. people just come out and put things under contract on what they're doing. But when you get to that polished level, it is an extreme business. So
It's a machine.
it's a machine. So keep that in mind.
Oh, I had a point. Oh, Joe's question is actually important. So a tax sale is different than a wholesale deal. So a wholesale deal could be like, that's just another acquisition strategy for like a flipper. You technically can wholesale a sheriff sale deed, but most title companies won't give you title insurance for a year, which is dramatically reduce the amount of money that you can get.
And we won't lend on a tax sale because you can't get title.
Yeah.
Foreclosure sales are good though. I love lending on foreclosure.
Oh, yo, real quick, if you guys are getting value out of it, do me a favor, smash that like button. Hit that like button for me right now on your phone. I know a lot of people slide that thing over and hit that heart button, hit that happy button, just smash that like button.
You might even do this weekly.
Also, if we're giving on a specific question, hit that like button so that when we go back later and look through, we can tell that we gave good value to do it again.
So we do this weekly and make a show? We call it something?
That's actually not a bad idea. Let's
throwing things out there.
connect about that.
Offline, we'll connect offline? Okay. Are you guys part of any networking education groups in Philadelphia that you would recommend to get started in wholesale?
Yeah, so we run the Ring meetings, so go to ringphilly.com, ringphilly.com. Real Estate Investors Networking Group taking off for the month of August, but we'll be back in September with some cool programming. As far as other networking and education, like it's actually less important the group that you're going to, and it's more important that you're a person that's coachable and will take advice from people that you are. Do not, I repeat, do not take any advice from somebody that's making less than $150,000 a year in real estate, because they don't really truly know what they're doing yet. Anybody that's done less than like 10 or 15 deals, and not on the buy side, I mean on the generating a seller lead side, because there's a lot of guys out there that don't really do anything on lead generation. They for buyers and don't know what they're doing the same way that like some of the bigger wholesalers or some of the more like pro cats that are around it, they'll help you like roll.
And most guys, you go to the real estate investor, the real good, the people that are going to be humble, and B, they're also going to, if you ask good questions. So if you ask intelligent questions to them, not questions like, how do I get started in real estate? Questions that are like, after you're trying, they're going to be apt to help you because they can relate to where they want to work. If you ask questions that are fairly lead, hey, can you do this, can you do that for me, can you accept it? But if you get in front of the right bigger players and ask smart questions, spot for you, in terms of time, and they won't have a problem with it. So it's very important to consider that when you go to the network.
Personally, I don't want to talk to anybody that hasn't done a deal yet unless they're bringing me contact with a seller or they're bringing me a deal, because there's just too many people asking the same questions that aren't willing to take action or think they're willing to take action and just have it. So I have to be respectful of my own time as well as the time of people that I work with.
Okay, this is a really good one. Larry, thank you for this question.
Yo, Larry Steinhaus, congrats on getting married. Did you buy that Mercedes, dude?
Oh,
yeah,
Mercedes. Where does George get his haircut?
That's a great question. Real quick, guys, Larry's like the sum-two king of the region here. You should definitely check him out, too. He's got some great information. He's doing it right. I get my haircut at Siani Salon, S-I-A-N-N-I, over in Rittenhouse in Philly. And John cuts my hair. He does a great job every time. And I don't know what I'm going to do if he ever stops cutting hair. Do you have a joke for us? Not one that I can tell on the internet that could get dug up later.
Shut that one right down. No, yeah, I can't tell.
I know some jokes.
You got any friends? I can't. I get all the funny ones I know on. I can't be told on that, unfortunately.
You want to trigger some snowflakes with some jokes? You can do it. JK, guys.
Joke. Let me see. Did we miss anybody that was asking questions? Anybody? Why do golfers carry an extra pair of socks? This is
all right. I don't know, Jeremy. Why do golfers carry an extra pair of socks?
I can tell you, I know why I do, and I'm a golfer, and I don't know if it's the right reason. But in the event that it rains, it sucks walking around in wet socks. So you carry an extra pair of socks. You assume that if you're still golfing after it rains, the storm's going to blow over. It's like a pair of socks.
Jeremy, get out of here with
You're out. You're out. I thought it was a real question.
You know what? My trainer always tells, shout out to Steve Mesmini. My trainer always tells a lot of really funny dad jokes. I can never remember any of them.
Best advice. It's in that Gianni style.
I did know a really good joke about a boomerang, right? I can't remember right now, but maybe it'll come back to me.
Okay. Probably vulgar.
Get it? Get the joke?
Yeah, I got you.
Right.
That's the second one on here. I just missed it around. So
Yeah.
fantastic. No more comments.
Best advice for new beginners. What up, Craig?
Learn market, learn your market. That's the best line you can get.
I disagree with that. I think that the best advice for someone that's beginning is to find a competent mentor and listen to what they say.
If you can
I think that comes before.
if you can get the right person, yeah, that's right. If you, I mean, key being confident.
Right. Again, so if you're not making more than $150,000 a year in real estate, which is even honestly pretty low for what's possible out there, you should not be taking advice from them. That's like minimum stimuli for somebody to take advice from.
Yeah, that's a good bar. You're doing it full time at that point.
Yeah.
All right, Tim, this is one of my best friends. Tim, really good question. Where do I get the shirt? Where I get all my shirts, or where I don't shop for anything, and shop for everything for me at Marshall's. So I assume this came from Marshall's. I assume it's $20. I didn't check the bank account to get it. I can put you in touch with Dan. Thanks, Tim. Really good question.
I'm legit wearing
Tim, George,
like a trimmed Italian shirt.
what is that, like $400?
Yeah, no, it wasn't that much.
George wears some of the most expensive clothing in the game.
I like nice things.
Who else has really great questions about real estate?
Yo, smash that like button, guys. I'm seeing some likes. I'm really stoked about it, Craig. I know you got some likes for me in there. You're the man. Come on, Kim. Let me get a couple of them. Jeremy.
Guys, ask for
I see you. I see it. Yeah, but you know, I'm a pretty open book. So, you know, if you guys are curious about something, you want some light shine on something,
You guys want to see
or
who
whatever.
always sit here?
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you. Watch this. Turn it on. So
It's on my Lululemon shorts.
look at that. Oh, there's Dan. Great guy. Look at all that. So this office, ladies and gentlemen, is we host a whole bunch of families in here, different companies. I gotta get the computer ready.
What up? It's your boy Jordan. Sit right there. I'm gonna switch this over.
Okay.
All right. Yo, what up, everybody? It's your boy George Beatty.
So, so this office is really cool right now. What we have going on here, we have TCS. So the lovely outlet this building in Old City on 107 South 2nd Street. Then they went ahead, I don't know, 40,000 square feet, I think it is. Every floor, we're creating a real estate management. We're just a wholesaling company on here. You have hard money lending on this business. Above that's RRA, and above that is gold dollars. So if you are in the game, you're a player, you want to come out with a killer. So it's fun atmosphere for that.
So guys, you can check it out. It's George Beatty, Georratty. It's my name. .cardtap or cardtap.com. But go there. Hit the download button. You'll have my shiny face. We're going to have an update in a little bit. But there's you know, thank you, Chris.
No.
This isn't the Matrix. Yo, what up, Ward? You know, I grew up down the street from Ward.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What up, dude? One. How did people get touch? Right on the thing. We just dropped down to 8 views.
All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up. Give our contact information: Ian@hardmoneybankers.com, 215-271. George, besides the
on my personal Facebook page at just shoot me a message, and I check those a couple times a day. So don't just say hey, and don't try to bring me into a network marketing organization of any kind, and don't ask me for this. I give on all my long as those criteria are met. I'm open to having.
guys, subscribe to George on Facebook. Entertaining, my friends. We're done. Bye.
That's great. Yeah.